guys, Kumne 2010, welcome back to Sonic Forces. Today I'm going to be showcasing my Team Hooligan's avatar recreation. Team Hooligan is a team that was originally made in Sonic the Fighters, and it's made up of Fang the Sniper or Nack the Weasel, Bean the Dynamite, and Bark the Polar Bear. So yeah, I'll be showcasing them and yeah, going through a level with each one, showcasing them. So yeah. First character we've got up is Fang the Sniper, or Nack the Weasel as he's also known as. This one is my favourite one out of the three I made, as I was able to make him quite well actually, so yeah. Now, as Fang is a weasel, and weasels aren't in this game, I had to go kind of improvise on that, so I went with the wolf and went with the first head choice you get. And then for his eyes, I gave him the more angry looking eyes, as Nack always has those kind of eyes. And then yeah, made him purple and gave him a white skin tone, as he has kind of a white thing. So yeah, for headgear, he wears like a brown cowboy hat, so we can give that to him right there. He wears kind of brown gloves-ish. These are the closest I was able to get to him, and I was pretty happy with that. For body, he wears kind of his brownish belt, which I figured, yeah, it works well here. His shoes were really difficult, as he wears kind of brown cowboy boots with white like sock things. There's not really anything like that, and while I can give him brown shoes, the socks are white, so I went with these as they have the white socks and it's the closest I got, and I thought these looked, yeah, nice. And I decided to give him the burst wisp on, as it was the closest one that came to a gun, as in the clue of Fang's the sniper's name, he uses guns. So yeah. So I went with burst as it's the closest I could get to a gun-like thing. So yeah, time to showcase Fang, and okay, never mind. We will do spaceport, cause why not? Let's do spaceport with Fang, the sniper, or Nack the Weasel as he's also known as. I don't know why he was given two different versions of his name. But yeah, I would prefer going with Fang the Sniper, as that's the one I'm comfortable with.
My team's engaging the enemy in the orbital tunnel.
So here we are. We have now Fang in this game.
The masked one's here.
And yeah,
We're off to find a shuttle.
Alright. So yeah, the thing about Team Hooligans is they originally appeared in the Sonic the Fighters game, which isn't really the best of games, or fighting games, and they only really appeared in that game. And then the only other game they appeared in was Sonic Mania actually, and that was for one level, which was Mirage Saloon. They weren't actually the characters, that was just one of the hardboiled heavies, the magician one that just changing into them for some reason. So and then the only other times they really appeared was in the comics, and that's where they showed up most of the time. So yeah. Alright, we've got Fang here, just fucking hanging on for dear life. And yeah, up we go. And bam. And let's see if we can get it perfect. Boom, perfect. There we go. Alright, there we go.
Let's head in while Espio.
Meow.
Need a shuttle to get to Sonic in time.
Nice.
All quiet at the launch pad for now.
Alright, there we go. Shit. Up we go. I'll use burst in a moment. No. Oh shit. Fuck, every time, motherfuckers. Alright, there we go. Let's go. And we are almost there. No.
Borrow this for a while. Hurry it up, rookie.
No.
Get out of there as soon as everyone's aboard.
No.
Step on it.
No. There we go. And we are almost there. It's right ahead and we are done. So yeah, that was Fang the Sniper and yeah, Sonic Forces. Yeah, for his victory pose, I just decided to go with his, just something like that, because I really couldn't find anything that really suited him, so I just went with that. So yeah, that was Fang the Sniper. Alright, next up we have Bean the Dynamite. Now, Bean was, again, it was actually a little hard to do, as, yeah, he's not really got as much detail. Most of his features are on his body, and it was a little interesting to make him, so let me just walk you through what I did. So obviously Bean is a duck, or I believe he's a duck at the very least, so I went with bird. So yeah, we made him a male bird and gave him, I believe, the first head, the one that looks like a mohawk, as Bean has a kind of mohawkish look to him. Yeah, made him a green, because I couldn't get his exact green color. So went with that. He has a standard yellow beak, so nothing really need fix there. Went with the kind of normal big eyes, so he has a kind of big eye thing. For gloves, we just went with the standard white gloves, even though he has the little grappling hook thing, but that's not really too big of a deal. For body, we went with this, the giant red bandana, as Bean wears a bandana almost identical to this, so that was cool that I was able to find that. And for shoes, he wears very similar shoes to Sonic, kind of like these, so I decided to go with these as they're the closest I could get to Bean's shoes, so yeah. And I decided to give him the Asteroid Wisp, as there's nothing, as Bean actually, in the clue of Bean's name, he's Bean the Dynamite, he is a explosives expert, he likes using bombs, so, and I was thinking the closest thing you could get to a bomb weapon is the Asteroid, as it shoots little things at that, so I figured this was the closest I'd get to something, is where the Bomb Wisp would actually come in handy for Bean, as I would suit him perfectly, but there's no Bomb Wisp in the game, so I just went with Asteroid. Alright, so what level do I want to do with Bean? Let's do Capital City with Bean. I feel like doing Capital City with good old Bean. And we can start now. Hello. Alright, here we go.
Alright, time for Operation Big Wave. We'll search for and sweep the enemy away.
So here we are, going through Capital City with Bean. There we go. Alright. Alright. And here we go into the gravity mine fuckery. Those long boys. Nice. Motherfucker. I have to say, Asteroid's the most interesting for me to use, as making yourself invincible and not have to worry about and kind of float when you jump is interesting as the Wisp-on ability. But as for this is interesting as it locks onto more enemies, but it takes a while for it to actually hit the enemy. So it takes a little while to get used to Asteroid, and I'm still getting used to it. It's not one of my favorite Wisp-ons, but it's still fun to use at times.
We've lost contact with the rest.
So yeah, and we go this way. Meow.
The rookie is our only hope now.
Star ring.
We can't go on like this. As much as it pains me to say it, the best we can do now is to live to fight another day.
Shit. Grab a ring. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright.
Big wave has washed out.
Yep.
Let's fall back and regroup.
There we go. Ooh, okay, so that was Capital City with Bean the Dynamite. See, yeah, and I just went with the default victory pose for Bean, as Bean has a somewhat energetic personality to him, so I figured that suited him quite well. So yeah, that was Bean the Dynamite. Alright, last up we have Bark the Polar Bear. Now, Bark is, now this one I kind of had a lot of trouble doing, as, and it looks a little weird, 'cause Bark is a very large character, similar to how I had trouble with Big, so I did kind of have to make him kind of like a very skinny Bark. So yeah, let me walk you through what I did. So first up we went with, making him a bear, as Bark is a polar bear. And so yeah, we went with, I think, the default bear head, and gave him the angry eyes, and gave him this kind of, what was it? Oh, goddamn, was body color. This kind of peachy yellow, pale yellow color, as that's the color of Bark's fur. Bark wears a red beanie, and the problem with this is you can wear beanies in the game, but they're not red. So the closest thing you can get is this red bandana. It seems to work, and it's as close as I could get to it. He also wears a kind of greenish scarf thing, and I figured this is the closest I'd get to that one as well. For his gloves, he wears fingerless, kind of blackish brown MMA gloves, so the closest I can get to is these black fingerless gloves I found that work. So yeah, I went with these. And footwear, he kind of wear, the picture that I saw, he seems to wear either browny, orangey kind of shoes, so I went with these ones, as that was the closest I could get. So yeah, well, Bark is probably my least favorite out of the three characters from Team Hooligans that I made. But yeah, I'm still fairly happy with this one. And I decided to give him the Cube Wisp, as Bark is likes using his fists, and there's nothing really that allows you to do that. So I went with the Cube Wisp, as it requires you to it's the closest you can get. You could pretend he's like slamming his fist on the ground, even though it's a hammer. But I think that works. Now, should I go to do good old Bark? You know, we'll do Park Avenue with Bark, 'cause why not? We'll do Park Avenue with Bark the polar bear. Alright, here we go. Meow.
SBO here. We're engaging enemy forces and can't search for civilians right now.
Fighting's too fierce for us to help out as well.
Meow.
Sounds like you're our only hope, rookie. Rescue is in your hands.
Meow. There we go. Alright, here we go. There we go. And now we will move on.
Those are bad thing robots.
Yeah, we're just gonna slide on down through these fuckers.
This ain't good.
Meow.
Much for the rookie to handle. Still, we can't just ignore him. You got
Meow.
this, right, rookie?
Meow, gotcha. Yeah, I will say Cube's, Wisp ability is fairly shit, actually.
Nice work. A fine display.
Like, it's not really that great. Like, it'll save you from a fall or something, but it's nowhere near as good as Burst or Hover or Lightning. Definitely has a good one, though its attack is somewhat hard to get used to if you're not used to like slippery controls. Yeah, Cube's not too bad as a weapon. As a platforming item, not so good. It's dominantly used as like Yeah.
So there's a safe way out.
Yeah.
Thanks to the rookie, things are turning
Alright,
around.
there we go.
Let's keep this momentum going.
There we go. Up we go. Nice. Alright, gotcha. Alright, there we go. Get down. Jump. Alrighty. That's the problem with the cube wish. You can't attack flying enemies with it, as that's a slight problem.
Mission
So you kind of gotta do the jump, spin, dash thing for it to work. But then, yeah, that's not too bad. But alright, that was Park Avenue with Bark the Polar Bear, and I gave him kind of this pose as it's kind of suited him. Park's personality as being a brawling kind of person, so I went with that. So yeah, that was Bark the Polar Bear, and that wraps up my Team Hooligan avatar recreations. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.